Well, it's a pretty good day today. Got to 81 degrees. Got my grass cut. And little yard work done. Much as an old man can do, and that ain't much. Tried to get a guy to come over to help me, but he was supposed to call me in the morning. He never did. He only calls when he needs money. Of course, he's on welfare. 39 years old, been on welfare most all his life, living off the county and the good taxpayers of America, like me and you. I don't know. I want to get my other mower run. I got to get a bad report. I have a hard time walking, but I got to get the battery out of that other. I took the mower deck off. One of the things was froze up on it. I figured I'd use that to run around in, and then the dang battery went to devil on me. It's leaking a little gas too. I got to get one of them ties or something to put over the hose. It just can't put much gas in it because it'll leak it out. I don't know, one of them hoses is getting rotten, I guess. I thought maybe about cutting the end off and pushing it in there again. I don't know how long it is. I didn't look at them well. Tonight's wrestling on. 3 hours. Me and my wife, we like that pretty well. We do all the wrestling. We know it's a fake, but some of them guys get hurt. We've been watching it for years. Yeah, WWE and TNA, watch that too once in a while. That's about as phony as I ever seen anything so phony in all my life as that TWA or TNA. What the hell, TWA? Yeah, it's more like a TWA. I suppose you guys don't know what TWA is, but you get my age, they can tell you what TWA is during the war. People couldn't work, find jobs. Roosevelt in there screwing up the country, put us in the war. So he started the program CCC, or the TWA, workforce, building bridges and digging ditches and keep the people working. Keep food for the families. I remember my dad went out there, walked 10, 15 miles for a loaf of bread. I was just a child back in the 30s. Yeah. Yeah, I remember. Of course, I started school in 1937 or 38, one of the two. And we used to ride our horses there because that was before they got a lot of buses, and that was only 8 grades in the school. And mostly Amish people went there. It was a Catholic school then. Now it's a public school, big school now. Taxpayers with a lot of money now, you know how that is. They got more money than they got sense. Well, a penny could buy 6, 7 pieces of candy for a penny. And a Coke and a Pepsi was only a nickel. You'd get a 12-ounce bottle of Pepsi for a nickel. Babe Ruth candy bar, a half a pound bar for a nickel. Now what do you get? You pay $1.14 for a goddamn nickel bar of candy. What the hell is this country coming to? Yeah, you got the Democrats in the White House. What do you expect? They got to have another bank holiday. I remember the one. Remember a couple of sons of bitches. Not as bad as this one, though. The one in 29, I wasn't around. My dad was. I remember the one right after the war, things started going pretty good. In the 60s and 70s, it was, but not as bad as this son of a bitch. I'll tell you, this is something else. That guy in the White House sure ain't doing us any goddamn good. He ain't doing the country a bit of good. I hope all you Democrats ain't listening to me. But you gotta know the truth. I never thought I'd live the day to see somebody in the White House. Almost wish I was dead. Now I gotta remember this in my grave. If I have a grave, I'll let the government bury me. I was in the Purple Heart in the Air Force in Korea and World War II in Korea. I was in the South Pacific Islands when they were testing the atomic bombs and that. Got that radiation poisoning in my lungs and stuff. There was 1 million of us there on Bikini Island and some of them islands, and Johnson Island. It blew it right off the face of the earth, I guess. I was on a missile base. They had missiles, underground missiles. Atomic bomb one island there. Ready to go to Peking, North Korea. If you said the word, there wouldn't be no goddamn North Korea. But Truman got in there, Roosevelt died, Truman got in there, and he sure screwed up the country. He left MacArthur alone, there wouldn't be no trouble with Russia, China or Russia or anything. They'd right at that 38th parallel, we'd have bounced right over there and kicked their goddamn ass. But he fired. I was on the islands when he fired MacArthur. He was a good man, MacArthur. I liked him. He come to our island once and inspected it. He sat and ate with this guy. Yeah, he was all right. I was on one island with 17 acres all underground. That's why the missile silo was on it. I won't name the island because I'm not allowed to talk about it. The other island had the missiles standing up in the air. Warheads on the end of them. But them days it's gone. I'm 60, I don't know, 1951. I think it was 1940. No, not 1940. In the 40s. 49, 50. We went to Korea then. I was a corporal then, and they wanted to make lieutenants of us. And I said, you ain't making me no goddamn lieutenant. Get shot up and killed. The lieutenants didn't last long in Korea. Either North Koreans shot them or their own men shot them. But that's another thing and another path. Well, it's early. It's only 7:10 in the evening. Probably hear my dog. I don't know what's wrong with him. He's under the bed and hoofing. Yeah, well, I'll let you go for the evening. See you later. Bye.